Hi, Abby. How you doing? I've got your cover page, your contents page, and your feature spread all lined up here so we can take a look at them. Um, and I'll talk about each one individually. Let's go ahead and start with the cover page, and I'll be switching back and forth as we move on. Okay, giving you my observations, my recommendations for improvement. The level up as we start out with the uh, magazine masthead. I know I wouldn't have suggested this in this treatment. This almost looks like it was done in Word, and it's just not indicative of the what we're trying to put forth through this class, and that's to develop your own style to um, indicate the meaning of the magazine itself. Okay, so by using this kind of affected three-dimensional typeface, I'm guessing that was a choice that was either presented to you in Word or some other kind of a special effect. So my suggestion here is to try to just give us a regular treatment of the masthead. The other thing is that a masthead is going to always have a volume number and a date. So I really want you to consider that. The image, I talked about the image before. I don't think it's as good as an image could possibly be for a magazine cover. And I've probably designed several hundred professional magazine covers, and this image would never pass. Well, actually, if you take a close look, it's first of all, it's a low resolution image. So it's not going to print well if you ever want to print this piece, which you might want to do for your portfolio. So, plus I just don't feel it's a very uh, engaging, attractive image. So I really want you to take a look at this masthead area and really try to redevelop that so it looks more like a magazine. First and foremost, I want you to remember this is a typography class. So you create this continuation between the cover and the um, contents page by using primarily this image. Okay, so you have these goggles, and then we go over here and we say, okay, so goggles, it's the first thing you see on both pages. Okay, so your focal point on both pages isn't typography as it should be, it's image. And that's easy to do. It's really easy to take this assignment and say, okay, this is a magazine design, and the designer starts coming out, and you really just want to start designing. You forget that this is a typography class, so the designer kind of overtakes. What I want you to do here is I want you to let the typographer take over. Take everything that we've learned and we've worked on and really take a close look, and then think about what we're doing this week with the grid. Then I want you to reconsider your layout. Not that there's anything wrong with this. It's okay. I just don't think you're really following a solid strategic grid, and I think you're trying to do too much with image. Okay. The cover itself, I need more typography. Abby, it's a typography class. Sans image here, I don't have anything to grade. I mean, you have one typeface and the masthead. That's it. I mean, you really got to do some visual um, research here to really try to figure out what's going on here, how you can make this a better example. Take a look at all of the stuff that I've posted and all of the examples in the resources folder. I mean, I would give you an example right here and now, but I've used so many examples, and I just want to make sure you've been looking at all of them. It's also a really good idea to go through and maybe read through some of your class comments, other students' class comments in the discussion board, because a lot of stuff does end up coming up often. So what I'd like to see is a different image. I'd like to see a different masthead. This is really unusual, having this feature spread headline right up here by the masthead. Try to add your other, look at all these sub articles. You have what is Google Cardboard, Sony versus Oculus, the reality of gaming. Then you have all of these. So you can really fill this, you could use type here, 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 and just create these little headlines, these little mini typographic compositions that all work well with each other and all indicate to the viewer that that's a section that you should look for. It's a roadmap, okay? Let me give you an example. We have contents page here, all right? So we have contents page. On the cover is reality, the future of gaming. Okay, Sony versus Oculus. We still really don't know what is the feature cover story, other than this is on the cover, but you have all this stuff under on the cover too. I don't see, is this all on the cover? What is Google Cardboard, Sony versus, yes, I guess it is. But you still have all of these, you have all your highlights and then your regular articles, feature articles, regular articles. So, try to indicate some of that typographically on the cover, all right? Remember, it is a typography class. Apply the grid here. You'll learn how to do it this week, but that's what I'd like to see here. Otherwise, your type is pretty good. The grid, really super important. Typesetting is pretty darn good, though. I will say that. Feature spread. Okay, again, this heavy image laden, it's just, again, from the cover, we see, wow, goggles. Then we go, oh, more goggles. And then we go, okay, more goggles. So what you've done is you've created this roadmap from the cover to the contents page and to the feature spread, but you've done so with image. That's good, but you should do so with type, okay? That's really important. So I want you to reconsider this. I'm going to give you a link along with this video to an article I would like you to read. As far as composition goes, as far as typography goes, the middle of this page is going to end up being oh, this is 8.5 by 11. You might want to check your page size. Anyways, the middle of the page is going to be 5.5. It's going to be right here somewhere. So you're going to have this crease right down the middle. This is going to disappear, all of this tiny little type right here. Suggestions here is your gutter here is just tiny. It's you need to give some separation, some air between these two columns of type. Also, try to use white space. Don't try to push everything to the corners of the layout. Try to use white space. And again, let's draw this continuation from the cover to the contents page to the feature spread, doing so with typography. Okay? Other than that, you're doing wonderfully. I think typesetting is being handled very well. Okay? Thanks, Abby. Thanks. Good job.